Jackie, can you share the process of what it looks like once something happens in somebody's home? How does it work with their insurance and relocating and all of that?
Sometimes we come into play like within days of the incident happening. And we've also had it where I meet somebody 2 months into the incident happening. Say somebody's home tragically is damaged by fire and one of the whole rooms is burnt down. They immediately that night are evacuating their home. They're usually going, like the first night, they're going to family or friend's house. They're calling their insurance. They're figuring out what to do next. And the insurance will usually bring them to a third-party placement agency. And that agency will immediately place them in a hotel just for a couple nights. If it's a large family, they might get 3 or 4 hotel rooms. They might have to board their pets if they have them and they're not welcome at the hotel. And meanwhile, these agencies are looking for homes like ours. So they're frantically online, looking at every platform possible, including their own databases. And they're trying to find somebody whose home is available now and suitable for this family whose home was just damaged. A lot of times, we find that it's probably 80 or 90% of people have pets. And so they need a pet-friendly option because people just went through a very hard thing. They don't want to be separated from their pet and have more change and more loss in this season of hardship. So pet-friendly is a big thing in our industry. You can do it not being pet-friendly, but you will win when you allow pets. And we'll talk about that more later. So then they find us and they will ask us questions. Where are you located? It's usually they need it to be within 10 miles of the affected home. And there needs to be enough rooms to have everybody comfortably. And generally what insurance covers is like for like. So if they came from a home that is a 4-bed, 3-bath home, insurance will pay for them to stay in a similar home to what they came from. So if they had a pool, they could request, I'm only going to take a house that has a pool. If they have 2 acres and a fenced privacy, they could request, I'm only going to take a house on acreage. And that's allowed, and insurance has to dig and find exactly what they're looking for. So after they find, like Kelly's home or mine, they call us or they email us and ask us a few questions about the home. We'll get through every single terminology later so you can know how to negotiate and how to talk through these contracts. Once we agree and we're on the same page and the adjuster approves the numbers, then they schedule a tour. So the family actually comes through the house. They look at it, they tour, they see if they feel like they could be comfortable there. And they generally tour a couple homes. It's not a whole ton. It's generally like 2 or 3 is what I find. And then they pick yours. And that's an exciting day. Sometimes I've had people that were like, we've been living in a hotel for almost a month.
Yes.
No washer dryer, a tiny fridge. We're eating out every day. Mm-hmm. My daughters are in the room next to us.
Right.
They're like, this is terrible for our family. We're just like staying in our own rooms, watching TV, not eating well. So by the time they get to our homes, they're just like the most grateful client that,
Absolutely.
It is such a joy and pleasure to house these people. They're just so grateful. Mm-hmm. Whether they came from a moldy, flooded house or fire burn, or whether they came from a hotel, even like a nice hotel.
Right.
But it's still like you're living in a hotel. It's so nice to be home.
Absolutely.
And be together with your family.
Absolutely.